Hello, I'm ABX Toycam, welcome back to another video. Today I figured because everyone's really excited about mobs recently, especially because of Jeb's big hint about the bear slash the ghost slash the llama, I figured because of all of that, it would be cool if I went through some mobs that could be coming to the future of Minecraft. But rather than guessing, because it's really hard to work out a pattern based on 1.9 having a shulker, but 1.8 had a rabbit and a guardian, instead of trying to guess, instead I figured I'd use the Minecraft developers' previous statements on what they'd love to see in the future, or what they'd put in the game in the future, and use this to kind of work out what mobs could be coming to 1.10, 1.11, etc. So yeah, here are the most likely candidates for mobs in the future, as well as cool things they could do in the game. Hopefully you do all enjoy today's video. If you do like it, please do like it and let me know, because it helps out the channel a lot, and lets me know you do like the video and want to see more stuff like this. Because, yeah, but like I said, it's all based on what the developers have said in past. Like this first statement, for instance, which comes from Dinnerbone. So this was during an AMA he did, and someone asked him, if you'd add one feature to Minecraft without the hassle of coding, modeling, just anything, where you don't need anyone's permission, what would you do? And he actually responded with pandas. And panda bears are something that seemed like it's a bizarre choice. At first, you know, you always think, is that a joke? But he has mentioned quite a few times just how much he'd like to have pandas in the game. And if you look at this panda right here, you could see how there's so much coolness you could do with having a panda in the game, because first of all, it's just a pretty bizarre, wacky mob, but second of all, you can kind of see how this really kind of expands the realms of Minecraft. So I don't imagine this will come in a normal update, but if they have a new update where they have a new biome and they want to kind of reinvigorate Minecraft, a whole new like section of things, I think the panda would be one of the coolest options. And if they do decide to add a new biome with a new type of mob, I have to imagine panda bear is going to be somewhere high up there on the list. So yeah, the panda bear is one of the likely contenders for a future non-hostile mob. I can't imagine the panda being too hostile for you. But yeah, let's go on to the next one, which is actually a hostile mob, because basically the red dragon has been a rumor in existence for the longest time, because when Notch first said he was adding dragons, he said the end dragon would just be the first one and the red dragon was the second hinted one. But there, yeah, his actual confirmation from Dinnerbone saying that yeah, one day there will be a red dragon, just not right now. Again, 2 years ago, a lot of time has passed since then, so the red dragon is something that people think of every single time a feature is mentioned, because it is the most hinted towards, and this is one that we could be seeing, again, as soon as the next update, or maybe a little bit after. But yeah, the red dragon could just be a dragon which either roams around the normal world and just it's a random encounter. I don't think a lot of people would like that, but instead it could be something you summon with a very particular way. So let's say, you know, you find a particular block that's super underground, or you make a particular number of this, you know, ore and put it together. Maybe you could summon the red dragon that way, because it has to be a summonable mob, and exactly how you do it is beyond me, but I just love the idea of having a dragon in the overworld, because there's a lot of risk in that involved, you know? You can make fortifications for it, but what if it destroys your stuff? What if it can't destroy your stuff? You know, you gotta really work out all this stuff before you go ahead and spawn the dragon, and I think the red dragon would be one of the cooler ideas for stuff, and I just think in general, more dragons is a good thing. So yeah, more dragons is something we could be seeing in the future, and specifically mentioned multiple times by multiple development staff is the red dragon, which I just think is the coolest idea. So with that said, let's move on to the next mob here, which was mentioned by Dinnerbone, again, quite some time ago. It's almost 4 years ago now, so obviously it's not too much in development, especially since Dinnerbone's not doing too much by himself anymore, but it's something that really interested me, because he said he was coding some new mob stuff, you know, something for a new mob, and it said, this is hilarious, he has no clothes. And to me, at first I was like, this could just be a villager that he somehow took the clothes off, but I'm still not entirely sure about this. I think at some point there was going to be another human type mob in the game. Either way, this is something they did mention at some point in the past, and I'd love to see another humanoid based mob anyway, so yeah, that's another idea right here. The next one, that actually comes in from Jeb here, is actually to do with turtles, because again, this is something so many people request, I'm not entirely sure, and basically Jeb has hinted quite a few times, and here he confirms that a lot of his hints were just kind of jokes, because he said in a email, I like turtles, reference to the I like turtle video that you probably are all familiar with, and yeah, he said the truth is, I'll maybe end up adding turtles one day, it's just that most turtles are difficult to top. If you don't know, there's a mod called Mo Creatures, which actually has turtles in, and those turtles are actually really, you know, well done. I looked at them, they're actually pretty cool, and he doesn't want to, you know, do an inferior turtle, and he doesn't necessarily want to take them either, because even though horses were taken from Mo Creatures, it doesn't look like it's something he wants to do too much in the future, and as a result of that, he's going to have to wait until he can really top the Mo Creatures turtle. However, this is the most explicitly mentioned mob we've heard, you know, in some time, and even though it's kind of like a maybe thing, it is something people request all the time, and yeah, turtles coming in the future, maybe at some point. Here's what a turtle looks like, or a turtle if you will, and I think it's pretty cute. So let's move on from this to the final mob that has been suggested at some point, and this was in an interview Jeb actually did in Swedish, so it's translated, so it's a little bit weird, but yeah, someone asked, will there be new mobs in the future? Yes, because of course there will be new mobs, and then it says, will there be more undersea living, like corals or fishes? And he says, we haven't planned anything at the moment, but surely there will be something. So obviously coral's something Notch was mentioned too, but he's long past the development scene, and here's what a coral could look like. Isn't it just wonderful? Now imagine this, but with some actual fish mobs in there, and you could really add some undersea life to Minecraft, because even now, there's squids, there's sometimes guardians, and what else is there in oceans? I feel like more underwater stuff, like the turtle, or like the, like just random fish to be found around, would really improve the game that way, and that's why I think they're a pretty likely contender too. So yeah, to kind of sum up today's video, there are 5 mobs that have been hinted at. So wait, no, not to sum up today's video. I have one more, which a lot of people might say is a joke, but I really do think has some meaning. Actually comes from Jeb, because he was on a Pocket Edition live stream. Here's what he said when someone asked him if llamas would be coming soon.
Will you add llamas? Yes.
What would llamas do?
I was actually... either llamas or alpacas. Because I was just thinking about it would be so funny, you just take the sheep and give it a long neck.
That would be great.
Don't tell them
And they could live in extreme mountains.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, right now we have sheep in extreme mountains, and then we replace them, and they do exactly the same thing.
So yeah, with that said, again, I think alpacas are quite likely. I think they are the secret mob, although it's probably not going to end up that way. And with that said, that's the 6th mob. So yeah, 6 mobs have been kind of semi-confirmed becoming it. So 5 mobs have been semi-confirmed, and 1 was mentioned once. There's a mob that doesn't necessarily have clothes, and is maybe humanoid. There's the red dragon. There is the panda. There is the turtle. There is some undersea fish, and there's also the alpaca. We could be seeing any of those in the next few updates, and I'd be really excited for any of them, to be honest, because they all have the coolest ideas to them. And maybe that's why we won't see them. Who can entirely tell? Either way, I hope you did all enjoy today's video. If you did like it, please do like it, let me know. Share if you really liked it, and subscribe if you're new around here. I make videos just like this one every single day on my channel, and if you subscribe, you'll see them daily on your homepage. Thank you all very much for watching, and goodbye.